You say you are tired. But listen carefully. Most of the time, you are not tired. You are untrained. Untrained to discomfort. Untrained to pressure. Untrained to consistency. Real tiredness is rare. What most people feel is resistance. Resistance to effort. Resistance to discipline. Resistance to doing what must be done without instant reward. The body adapts. The mind adapts. But only if you demand it. If you quit early, you train weakness. If you stay, you train strength. The gym is not a place where energy magically appears. It is a place where energy is built. You don't arrive motivated. You leave transformed. Most people stop the moment it becomes uncomfortable. They confuse discomfort with danger. But discomfort is not harm. It is adaptation knocking. Your muscles burn because they are learning. Your lungs ache because they are expanding. Your mind screams because it is being challenged. That is not failure. That is training. You don't grow by protecting yourself. You grow by stressing the system just enough to force change. Think about this. The strongest people you admire today were once overwhelmed. They didn't start strong. They stayed long enough to become strong. Your problem is not lack of motivation. Your problem is you stop too soon. You leave before adaptation happens. You quit right before strength arrives. The body rewards patience. The mind rewards repetition. But only if you don't escape at the first sign of struggle. You don't need to destroy yourself. You need to outlast yourself. Outlast the excuses. Outlast the doubts. Outlast the voice that says stop. The voice in your head is not always truth. It is habit. And habits can be retrained. Every time you push past discomfort, you rewrite the limits. What once felt impossible becomes normal. What once felt heavy becomes manageable. That's how strength works. Quietly, gradually, relentlessly. Most people never experience this. They live their lives below their true capacity because they mistake resistance for exhaustion. You are not broken. You are not weak. You are just unfamiliar with sustained effort. And familiarity comes from repetition. The gym is repetition. Life is repetition. What you repeat becomes your identity. When you skip workouts, you train avoidance. When you finish them, you train reliability. And reliability is the foundation of confidence. Confidence does not come from words. It comes from proof. Proof that you can continue when stopping is easier. Your future strength depends on what you tolerate today. If you tolerate excuses, you build fragility. If you tolerate discomfort, you build resilience. Pain is not the enemy. Panic is. Stay calm inside discomfort. And discomfort loses power. This is why discipline matters. Not as punishment, as conditioning. Discipline conditions you to stay when others leave. Most people chase intensity, but intensity burns out. Consistency builds endurance. Endurance builds dominance. You don't need a perfect plan. You need a repeatable process. Show up. Apply effort. Recover. Repeat. The strongest people are not extreme. They are regular. They do the basics over and over again. When motivation disappears, systems remain. That's why discipline wins. There will be days when your energy is low. Those days are not mistakes. They are training days. Training days for your mind. If you only train when you feel good, you train fragility. If you train when you feel average, you train strength. You are not meant to feel unstoppable every day. You are meant to be dependable. Dependable under pressure. Dependable under fatigue. Dependable under stress. That dependability becomes confidence. Quiet confidence. The kind that doesn't need approval. One day, you'll realize something changed. You don't panic as easily. You don't quit as quickly. You don't complain as much. Not because life got easier, because you got conditioned. The work trained you. The discomfort shaped you. The repetition hardened you. This is not about gym aesthetics. This is about capacity. How much pressure you can handle without breaking. How much effort you can apply without escaping. That capacity carries into everything. Work, relationships, responsibility. Strength is transferable. So next time your mind says, "I'm tired," ask yourself, or am I just unfamiliar with this level of effort? Stay. Breathe. Continue. That's how training works. You don't need hype. You don't need noise. You need exposure. Repeated exposure to effort. Because the truth is simple. You are not tired. You are being trained. You are being trained. There is a difference, and it changes everything. Tiredness suggests weakness. Training suggests purpose. One drains you. The other builds you. Most people misunderstand fatigue. They think fatigue means stop. They think fatigue means quit. They think fatigue means something is wrong. But fatigue is not a warning. It is a signal of adaptation. When your body feels heavy, it is learning to carry weight. When your breath feels short, your lungs are expanding. When your mind feels restless, your comfort zone is being challenged. That is not exhaustion. That is training in progress. Training never feels comfortable. If it did, it wouldn't change you. Growth always demands energy. And energy always leaves a mark. Think about this carefully. Every strong body was once uncomfortable. Every disciplined mind was once overwhelmed. They didn't stop because it was hard. They continued because they understood what was happening. They weren't breaking. They were being trained. The mind loves to lie under pressure. It says, "This is too much. You can't keep going. You've done enough." But the mind is not the judge of limits. It is the student. And it learns by repetition. Every time you continue, when quitting feels logical, you teach your mind something new. This is survivable. That lesson changes everything. You don't build resilience by resting early. You build it by staying just a little longer. One more rep. One more minute. One more step. That's where training lives. Life trains you the same way. Not with warnings. Not with explanations. But with pressure. Pressure at work. Pressure in relationships. Pressure in responsibility. And just like the gym, most people confuse pressure with punishment. But pressure is not here to destroy you. It is here to shape you. The problem is not that life is heavy. The problem is that most people have never trained to carry weight. So when responsibility arrives, they collapse. Not because they are weak, but because they are untrained. Training is exposure. Exposure to effort. Exposure to discomfort. Exposure to uncertainty. The more exposure you survive, the stronger your system becomes. This is why consistency matters more than intensity. Intensity shocks the body. Consistency conditions it. Conditioning creates calm under stress. When you train regularly, your nervous system adapts. What once felt overwhelming becomes familiar. What once caused panic becomes manageable. That's real strength. You stop reacting. You start responding. Calmly. Deliberately. With control. That's why disciplined people look different. They don't rush. They don't complain. They don't panic easily. Not because life is easier for them, but because they've been trained. Training removes drama. It replaces emotion with process. Show up. Apply effort. Recover. Repeat. That rhythm builds stability. Stability is power. It allows you to function when others freeze. It allows you to continue when others quit. Most people want motivation, but motivation is temporary. Training is permanent. What you train today becomes automatic tomorrow. This is why skipping matters. Every skipped workout teaches avoidance. Every completed workout teaches reliability. And reliability builds trust with yourself. Self-trust is rare, and it is priceless. When you trust yourself, you don't need hype.